Hi guys, it's Katie here again from Creativa, and I have finally finished my album and I wanted to do a flip through. So it's not a small album. I don't know why I would call it a mini album. Even though it is only 4 pages, it is pretty chunky. It has quite a wide spine, but I used a set of SVG files to make this album, so you could actually, with the SVG files, which are scalable vector graphic files, you could actually shrink everything down and make a much smaller album, but I wanted to make it this size, so that's what I did. So I used my Cricut to cut out all the pieces, and this frame on the front is from the Cricut Design Space, the Cricut Access, and I've just popped it up, and I've also embossed it with a bit of white embossing powder to make it a bit shiny. This is the paper line that I used. It's called Shabby Roses, and I've used this through the whole album, and there's 14 of them here, and this is actually available in my Etsy store, so if you're interested you could go and have a look at that one. It's pretty cheap. So then I just put some stick-on diamantes on here and the butterfly, and I've just put some chain and made some little beads to go on there, and I've just attached it with a bulb pin so you can easily take it off. And I've just put some pink fabric on the cover and sort of frayed the edges, and the back is just flat because it would not sit very well if I did anything fancy with that. I also put a little bit of glossy accents on these flowers just to make them shiny because I just couldn't help myself. So it's 4 pages. On the inside cover, I've just got some 2 pockets, and I've put some photo mats in here. So this back pocket is really deep, and then this one is a bit narrower, and it's got some photo mats here. This one's got a wax seal on it and a little bit of embroidery floss wrapped around there, just to snazz it up a bit. Just a little scrap of the paper that I used to make a photo mat. This one here, I actually made the photo mats with my Cricut, so my Cricut cut them out to the size that I wanted, and I also used the drawing tool and the Cricut pen, and the Cricut pen that I used to write on all of these, place photo here, and then also the little bit of drawing around there, was this 0.4 black tip Cricut pen. So I just used that to do most of my mats because I'm beginning to really like the plain white mat. So I've done that on a lot of my mats, and you know, it's better than my handwriting. So this is also from Cricut, and it was also using the pen. There's this little design in the Cricut Access of you know, like a slide, but it had this design on it, so I just made it a bit bigger, the size that I wanted it to, and yeah, just made it with the pen, did the drawing, and I love them. I think they're really cute. There's I think there's 3 of them in the album, and then I've just put it on this paper, attached it with a paper clip and this little bead that I made up. So my album is really chunky because I have used these charms all the way through it. I couldn't help myself. I just wanted to use them, and it has made the album chunky, but I don't care. So this is a flip out. It flips up like this, and there's a pocket in here, a long pocket in there, and then a shorter pocket here at the front. Again, I've done the wax seal, so there's those 2 pockets, and then they close up with this design here with the glitter cardstock behind it. And this is a set also of SVG files that goes with the Esencia. So they're called Flourish. They're add-on window pockets. There's all sorts of pockets in here, and they all fit in this album. So it looks like that. Obviously it looks like that in the white cardstock. And this is the album pieces themselves that I made this whole album with, called Esencia, and there's all the pages and flips and pockets and belly bands and everything in there. So if you've got an electronic cutting file and you like making albums, these are awesome because you don't have to do any measuring or scoring or cutting. So then this one undoes here. I've just put a bit of seam binding. Got a bottom pocket here with a photo mat. another photo mat in here, and then that one flips out. There's a pocket here with a photo mat. I just use my scraps to mat the sides of my photo mats. I think they're quite snazzy. There's another photo mat here, and then this insert here. So this is a double belly band, and then this insert here is a sort of a little wallet, so it's got a pocket here, and it opens up, it flips over, and then it does the same thing here as well as on the back. So that just slides in under there, and then this just slides in under here. That flips back over, and that flips back over, and then I just tied it up. So of course I just like the tie, but you don't have to do the tie. Okay, and then I've just used eyelets and seam binding, some more of the little beads that I made up, and this little charm which I'm sort of in love with. So then the second page looks like this. It's like I've got that big envelope section that opens out, and then on this side there's a pocket here with 2 more mats, and then a flip here, and I've just attached these photo mats with the little photo corners so they can easily come out. But I thought, you know, it was good for people to be able to see where the photos themselves go. And then this is just like I don't know, what do you call those when they're just holding the photos in place. A couple more photo mats in there, with a couple of little danglies because I can't help it. Oh, I should mention that all the pages are pocket pages too, so there's that big insert in the side of every page as well, and I haven't matted the back because I get lazy. Okay, so then the third page, this is like a little envelope, so again with the little charm there, and it opens up and down and then out to each side as well. And I did these on my Cricut as well, and I did a print and cut, so I print it in just black, and then cut it out, and then I ran it through my laminator with some foil to get that foily finish. It's a little bit time consuming. I didn't do very much foiling in this album. So then it folds up like so, and there is also a pocket in the back here, nice big long pocket there, and then this one unties as well and flips open. There's another big long pocket here with a spot for photo mats, and then there's this belly band across here, and it pulls out. I put another one of those little slide characters on there, just with a paper clip and that bead. And then this one is it's magnetized, and so it just opens up like so, and then these all flip out, so you could have it this way, lots of room for photos, or of course it could open that way. So that just slides in there. I'll just stick that back on there. That just slides in, and I've just been sort of hooking it onto the belly band with this little insert so that it doesn't slide out the bottom. It seems to work pretty well. So again, that one ties up and with just the seam binding, and then it's got another big insert there. So for this album, I used white cardstock. I'm hopeless at keeping white cardstock white, but I also kept it really clean, so I didn't do any inking around the edges. And I like how it looks quite nice and clean-ish for me. So on this page, I've got some doors, and I've just attached this little key and padlock down here with a bit of seam binding on an eyelet. And this is magnetized, so it's keeping the doors shut. Whoops. Like that, but then it opens up like this, so it has lots of room for photos, and then a big belly band there, and I haven't put any mats in there at this stage, but that just folds up nice and neatly like that. This page here is a half pocket page, so inside this little pocket here I've got some more photo mats, another one of those little slides, and then it's got a big photo mat in this half pocket here. It just slides in, and that one just slides in there. It's getting stuck on something, I think. And then that one flips over, and we have flip outs on this side here. So those two, and I've just put photo mats on those. I've got a cute little envelope here attached to the belly band, and then just a couple more photo mats that slide in there like so. So there's lots of space in here, and then another big insert there. Yeah, there's masses of space in here for photos. Okay, so that's that page. And then this page here, this is where we start getting chunky because of all those charms that I've got going on, but I just couldn't help myself. So I photo mat here, and I've done a little wax seal, and this is my new thing that I've been enjoying doing, is just wrapping the thread around there, and then a couple of beads. And then there's a pocket here, so that's holding the page closed with the insert, and then it flips out both ways. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. And then there's a couple of photo mats here, and then it flips out again. There's a big long pocket with a couple of inserts in there. And then this is a 2-piece belly band that opens up, and then there's a couple of photo mats here as well. So then this one flips closed, that one flips in, that one flips up, that one flips down, and that one goes in like that. So that's quite neat. Okay, this page, I've got a couple of little envelopes here. I haven't actually put anything in those at this stage, but they open up like that, and they're magnetised. So they flip out. There's a spot here for photos. You open it out, it's got a couple of little envelopes here, and I did do a little bit of foiling on these. So I did the print and cut from my Cricut design space, and that's a little camera, and then I ran it through my laminator with a bit of silver holographic foil. So there's those two in there, and then there's a long pocket here with a mat in it, and of course you could get more in every page. There's a couple of photo mats here, and then the big corner pocket holding these guys in here. And you know, there's plenty of room to get things in there. So then that all closes up like that, and there's another photo mat in the side. And then flip it over, and on this side I've got this envelope here that I've just hung that charm off. It flips open, so you can put lots of bits and pieces in there. And that flips open, and there's a couple of inserts, photo mats there. There's a pocket here with an insert in it, just a photo mat. Oh, I forgot to do anything to that photo mat, I'll have to fix that. And then you could put photos here. There's a couple of little more inserts in there. These are really just my scrap pieces of paper that I've just made into photo mats, or you know, you can journal on them or whatever you want to do. And then I open it up, there's a couple more places here, and then there's another bottom pocket here with more inserts. So this is a very girly, feminine, floral album, but I'm enjoying it. And then the inside cover, I have another insert here, which is just like an envelope flip out or folio, plenty of spots there, and then that just slides in like so. And so that's a pocket here, and there's a pocket here, and then I've just put in a couple more inserts in there. So that is the whole album, 4 pages, but as you can see, there's so much room in here for photos. I really had a great time making it. It did take me longer than I expected because I kept getting sidetracked doing little mini projects in between, but I'm really happy with the way this came out. I'm really enjoying how nice and clean and fresh it looks without having done any inking. And yes, I did make it a little bit chunky, but I just couldn't help myself. It still closes okay, and I don't think the photos themselves would take up too much extra room because all the mats for them are pretty much already there. And of course you could take some of those out. You could also take the charms off, but as you can see, it's pretty chunky, but still closes pretty well. So yeah, thanks very much for looking at my album today. If you've got an electronic cutting machine and you like making things like that, yeah, I use the Esencia. There's a whole playlist on my on my YouTube channel of other projects that I've made using this. So not just these huge albums, that I've made photo folios and things as well. So they're really versatile. And then there's also the pockets. I did an intro video on the Esencia, so I'll try and remember to link it here. And yeah, I also used this set of printable scrapbook pages, which was great because I could just keep printing out whichever ones I wanted to use, and I wasn't limited to the 2 sheets or however many you get in your scrapbook paper pads. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So thanks very much for looking at my album. I'm really happy with it, how it turned out. And it'd be great if you could give me a thumbs up. If you've got something you'd like to say, drop a comment. Love it if you subscribed. Otherwise, I hope you stick around and check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for your time today. Bye for now. Bye.